In this section, we are going to add, subtract, multiply imaginary numbers. And then we're going to talk about dividing imaginary numbers. So let's talk about add. So when it comes to add, you might have something like 3 plus 6i plus 7 plus 2i. So in this form, we have a plus bi, where a is real and b is imaginary. Oops. So what it means by that is you just combine like terms. So in this case, the 3 and the 7 are real numbers. We're going to combine those two. And then 6i and 2i are two imaginary, so those are going to be combined, those two. Now since it's addition, you can get rid of the parenthesis, so it's going to be 3 plus 6i plus 7 plus 2i. And again, real number with real number, imaginary with imaginary. You can rearrange them to make it look easier. So 3 plus 7, because it's positive 6i, and then positive 2i. So 3 plus 7 is 10. Positive 6i plus 2i is 8i. So real number comes first, so 10. And then since the 8i is positive, so plus 8i. And that is our answer, our final solution. So that's all you have to do with addition. But keep in mind, since this is positive, that's why positive 10. If it was a negative, then it would be a different number. So let's see what happens if it's a negative number. So say we have 6 plus 5i plus negative 2 minus 7i. So 6 plus 5i, since it's plus, and if I were to distribute, it would become negative 2, negative 7i. And then again, we can rearrange it, real numbers first. So 6, since that's negative, it's minus 2, positive 5i, and then bring down the negative 7i. So 6 minus 2, that's just positive 4. Positive 5i minus 7i, that's going to be negative 2i. So this expression, 6 plus 5i plus negative 2 minus 7i, will become 4, and since that's negative, minus 2i. So that's the final solution for this imaginary expression. So again, if it's a negative number, you keep it as a negative number until there's some way to change it to positive. In this case, since we're adding, the plus distribute that negative becomes negative. The plus distribute to the second negative becomes negative. So when we combine like terms, that's why we got 4 minus 2i. Now in this part, we're going to talk about when we're subtracting imaginary expression. So when we have something similar like this, what we're going to do is first distribute the negative to both sides. So anything here we don't have to distribute, we keep the first set the same. So 5 minus 6i, just without parentheses. Now since we're distributing the minus, this minus to the positive would become negative 3. This minus distributed to the negative 4i will become plus 4i. And again, if I want to rearrange it, real numbers come first, so 5, since that's negative, minus 3. Bring the negative 6i down. Bring the positive 4i down. 5 minus 3, that's just 2. Negative 6i plus 4i, that becomes negative 2i. So, the expression of 5 minus 6i minus 3 minus 4i will become 2 minus 2i. That will be our final solution. So again, when you have a minus, when you're subtracting, make sure to distribute the minus. And again, be very careful with your signs. So a negative or a minus times a positive will become negative. A minus times a negative will become a positive. And then afterwards, once you get rid of the parentheses, combine like terms, and that's our solution.